Dear friends, hello and welcome today in the Noblesse of Donetsk. And we are lucky to be welcomed by one of the commanders of the 155th Brigade and a KIEV, who was trained in France. And in addition, he's an artilleryman, and moreover, here they operate the Caesar Commander. Welcome. What should we call you? Call me Apostle Peter, because obviously his name is Peter. So, you were trained in France? You came back here to fight in December? Yes, that's all. How long did it take for your training to be in France?
We trained our staff on the polygon in Ukraine
for 2 months.
Then we headed to France at Mourmelon,
where we have
collaborated with the troops of
Marines,
artillery guys who are also the users of Caesar for a month.
Okay, were they good? Average. To tell the truth,
it wasn't
really a training,
but rather
a sharing
of experience exchange.
Okay, so now I'm going to switch to the difficult part of the question. Because, you know, in Europe, in France, there was a lot of Russian propaganda saying that this training was crap. No.
No, first.
About the
Deserters, yes.
There has been a desertion problem in our brigade.
But people have gone to the polygon in
Ukraine, in Poland. Everyone who came here, there has been zero desertion. Because it's that's not really the right word,
but it's
a kind of filtration. All the parts.
Dead parts leave.
Like the skin of a snake. Only those who know why they are here, who know what they are doing here, remain. Very competent, very professional. The situation will speak for itself. We don't need to explain.
Just watch
the situation on the field of battle. We stabilize the border, we
send.
The enemy here, the enemy is scared. It's a very
interesting.
They can't put their heavy vehicles like the tanks, the combat vehicles of
infantry,
closer to 30 kilometers. If they get any closer, they are
destroyed all of.
Immediately, we fight their infantry. You can see that we control the sky.
We are dominant in the sky.
We absolutely control everything. Everything that moves.
Everything that moves
is destroyed. Because we understood that if our brigade was so good,
equipped and
trained, it wasn't to do easy things.
We have
understood, we knew where we
already knew where we were going,
and everyone was ready. We were ready to undertake this fight, and we are fighting very well.
And I understood that at the beginning, friends gave what they had to, but you didn't have enough drones and replicas.
Is it that? That's better? Is it better? Thanks to the volunteers. Thanks
to all
civil organizations, all which are supporting us, but also we are well supported
by the Minister of Defense.
Example, my men have been mobilized, trained, then after only one, they came to the front line. Nobody takes the new one, the rookie, to tell him go.
go fight. This is not effective because our state and our army have taken a lot of time, a very precious resource.
To train a good gunner, it takes at least 3 months. That's a lot of money. This is not a bow and arrow fight with spears. Not the spears, it's modern warfare. He
must have the skills. Be professional to operate such a complex cannon as the Caesar. Even if you're not just the guy with the shells, you need to know the different ranges of shells. Even this work, it
Is technical.
You must
be trained for this, but
When I spoke to some of the officers in the brigade, they said no. They were asked to change and go to another brigade for support, so they didn't flee, they changed brigade even.
when they deserted, I have 5
Men who are
back. So
I have 5 men who have returned with his story coming back. So they go because what is the main
mistake when you form a new brigade? People are mobilized and transition from civilian to military life. It is normal for a person to want a clear vision of their future. When
you arrive and no one tells you what your role, your function is, people can be scared without knowing what is going to happen.
I'm scared, and of course, if you don't know your future, a normal man will take his destiny into his own hands and leave. They
understood that everything was fine because that men came and communicated with each other. They
all communicate with each other and they called out, everything is fine here. Come, let's fight.
we are prepared. We fight. Good. We're skilled. So you mean that your men were the victims of the Russian propaganda also? Maybe yes, maybe.
Yes, when I receive new fighters in our division, has come to our division, not
only my battery, the whole division. When the newcomers arrive in a week, they understand that they are in a team of elite and that the commanders take care of them. Of
them that we are, first of all, is very important. That
your men look at you and
understand that, you know,
exactly what you're doing, that you
are a professional. It's
Very important. It's
very important, but when
I talked to some soldiers, they said that some of the commanders were not very good in the beginning, so they changed them. So you really had some of the officers that were here because
they were supposed to be officers. No. Not really experienced. When
we talk about this conflict, I
repeat it again.
It's a large-scale war that
France has put in C.
That's why it was also very useful for your military place. Because all the protocols like combat medicine,
The tactics, yes.
working in a minefield.
When
No helicopter can come to evacuate. Will not come in 30 minutes. As NATO protocols, you have this tactical medicine protocol that's called
the golden hour here.
We have the golden day. Oh yeah,
Golden day.
so our doctors have adapted all of this
And tried to create new protocols for the TAC mediates. Very useful, and it works. have received good French equipment. We
made additional improvements to protect ourselves from
drones operates.
Now, it's easily operable and it works very well. Yes. Keep it. We are strong. We are waiting for orders.
For counterattack? Oh. Okay, the
Next.
step. Now I have to speak in French because, thanks to our community, you participated in the purchase of a medical stabilizer called the Stabnet. You managed to buy 4, thanks to your number, thanks to your collection. So 2 weeks from now, you will have the new Stabnet to improve, enhance the medical capacity. Thank you very much. This time I brought some. Thank you for your support from...
What do we need? Everything. We need everything. Not enough drones, not enough REB, not enough vehicles. We are well equipped with military vehicles. Very good with military vehicles. I'm talking about logistical vehicles like the Renault Sherpa, for example. But it's very useful on the front line to use ordinary pickups.
Secondhand, if
You give us, for example,
6
vehicles, we will be happy, the happiest that will change the situation. The large vehicles do not pass everywhere.
on the front line, the roads are not a
problem. The problem is the size of the vehicles. Very large. It's very easy to detect. It's very easy to be hit with first-person view or enemy artillery. When you have pickups, for example, of the Peugeot 4x4 type, they always work. We can use them at night.
They are very fast, too. And now on a good road. It saves lives. We have, but
our unit doesn't use it.
because we are not from the infantry,
We are not the Special Operations Forces. The Brigade needs it. Don't need it. How?
do we do at night with the
Cars. For example, we use cameras.
infrared?
Security cameras placed at the front of the vehicle, known as the nose of the car.
Drive in.
Looking at them, I drive while looking at them.
Our job is to bomb the enemy from the sky as
Far from the sky. It's got so your guys...
In the trench? Kill the Russians before they attack you. Yes, all of them. Last thing you know, they finally decided for the 157th Brigade, the 158th Brigade. They finally decided they were going to put new men to reinforce the old battalions, divisions, and brigades. So that means it was the last very good example to work together. Yes, of course, but yes, now we need to strengthen the old ones.
Yes, sir.
It's a good
Idea that comes with experience. You...
cannot create
Brigades of rookies.
and wait.
For them to develop, from them that they will fight well. If you have a rookie, you need to have a good skeleton. With experienced soldiers, the good command is based on field experience.
Of battle, the
Fact of knowing what they are doing, gain experience. It's more efficient, but
the main problem, I repeat, the commanders must be experienced commanders.
have to be experienced. And
How long have you been in Spain? 2?
2014, 2015.
So 10 years, yes. And my commander too, the whole team is Spanish from...
His 13 years, he went to a military school, Oh yes, as a cadet.
He's 13 years or so. He was born a soldier. Congrats.
We appreciate your support and will continue to work hard. Thank you.
Much.